My name's Nell, and I'm the founder of Responsibility Theatre, or RAT for short. I'm also the lead facilitator of the core group that meets once a month at Old Diorama Arts Centre and typically on Sunday afternoons. And I want to tell you a little bit about what that group's about, why we started it, and why you should come join us one day if it sounds like your kind of thing.
My name is Claire. I am a member of the core group at RAT. I'm actually the co-facilitator of the RAT core group.
I founded RAT out of a recognition of just how difficult it was for survivors of post-traumatic stress to be allowed to lead on how stories like ours are told and how stories like ours are learned from.
RAT is somewhere where I can bring my whole self with no exceptions. I don't need to hide any of my experience, any of my trauma, any of my stuff. I'm welcome there as my whole unique self. And it's really unusual to find a space where that is embraced.
Because trauma really does change the way that your brain works. And in some ways that causes a lot of pain, but in other ways, it also gives us a really, really unique insight into what's going on in the world, into where things aren't quite working, into how we can make things better for the future, into how we can make things better now.
To be creative with other people who have experienced complex trauma sounds like it could be quite heavy going. It's actually the opposite. There's so much joy in the room. People just having the opportunity to express themselves and to create work that talks about big issues that affect people's lives and doing that in a way that is genuinely a group effort. It means so much.
I'm a regular here at Responsibility Theatre Core Group, and I really enjoy being here. It's a great space to be with other kind of creatives who are using the arts to kind of both process their experience of the reality around them and, to express themselves safely.
So many of us in the process of whatever forms of exclusion and discrimination we've experienced have lost our voices and kind of lost the confidence or the assurance or the presence of mind sometimes to be able to stand forward and say, actually, no, I can see this, I can see that, give us a chance.
RAT's core group meant a lot to me. I finally get to express my feelings and my worries without being afraid that it will ever hurt me, and always felt comfortable, felt like I'm in the middle of myself, like literally more like a family of my own, like something that is unexplainable. I can never explain, but I know that it helped me a lot to let's say bloom more, get the brave self of me, and grow so much. I can never see myself without being in that group. And when I'm not, I feel like there is something huge missing in my life.
And so what we do in core group is we come together, we try out a bunch of different creative tasks, mostly inspired from kind of theatre-based activities, for finding ways to communicate that don't mean that we're having to go back into old memories and dredge things up that are going to be really, really painful, and that allow us to find joy in exploring what goes on inside us and take pride in being able to create something beautiful out of that.
It's really meant a lot to me to be able to have these sessions, to come to a space with other survivors and connect with people and remind myself that I'm an artist or creative, always gives me something, and it just makes me feel embraced. It means the world to me. Thankful.
And from that place of finding new languages to communicate, we then find that everybody is that much more open to be able to reflect on the world around us, the things that are affecting us individually and us as a community. And that then leads us to think, okay, so what as a post-traumatic community can we do about this? What awareness can we raise? What people do we want to reach out to? And then from that, we go on to co-creating RAT strategies and the kind of approaches that we take to trying to build ourselves up and get more projects off the ground.
RAT is somewhere where you can just be, you can participate in the way that works for you. You can share as much as you like or nothing at all, but you always know that you are in a space where you are valued for your contribution, whatever your contribution may be.
You don't have to tell me what you've been through. We believe you. You're very welcome to tell us, and we can hold that if you want to talk about your experiences. But if you just want to come along and say, I am a survivor, then that can be the end of the sentence.
Hand, how do you feel about Rat Core Group? Yeah? Nice, excellent. Okay, so show us 3 fingers if you've met people at Rat that you wouldn't have met otherwise. Nice. Okay, so if you tend to leave RAT sessions feeling better than when you came in, then show us splayed fingers. And if you tend to leave feeling worse, then show us a fist. Yay! That's what I like to see. If you feel like you've gained creative, oh, this is a good one. If you feel like you've gained creative skills through coming to RAT, then find a way to dance with your hand. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Excellent. All right. Is there any other questions? If you feel better able to express yourself than when you started coming a year ago, then express yourself with your hand. Beautiful. All right. Should we put you out of your misery now? Yeah, go on then.
So if you're a survivor and you're lacking a community of people who think like you, breathe like you, a community of people who aren't going to judge you, a community of people who can listen to you say the things that maybe we wish didn't go on inside our heads sometimes, and the things that actually feel really precious to us but nobody else wants to hear, then RAT is for you. If you're somebody who wants to use the things that you've been through to make a positive change in the world, then RAT is for you. If you're somebody who really wants to get into the arts, but as a survivor, you've had barrier after barrier after barrier, then RAT is for you. There is no pressure to come every single week. You will always be welcome. You will always be a RAT. So yeah, we really hope that we're going to meet you sometime soon, and have a beautiful day.
Yeah.